Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we do have war with Sturgia. Obviously, we're sieging Belgrade. We do have 700 influence because we spent like 500, 600, maybe even 700. I'm not too sure. Obviously, like I said last episode, I don't know what point got cut off. I did, or I might add an end clip, I'm not too sure. But either way, basically last episode, at the end of the episode, it crashed. And I'm not, well, near the end of the episode, it crashed, should I say. And I had to go back like 40 minutes or something. So so there might be a little bit of things changed, but I don't think too much. I don't think too much has changed here, especially not with my land. At least nothing of that's changed. It's mainly just what's happened with wars and stuff. We managed to get Britannian peace. It cost a lot of influence, and then we managed to just get Strugian war. It was like, I think it was like 55% support or something for Strugian war. It was pretty close. Obviously, we've got Strugian war here. And we're going to just take the town here. We're hoping it goes to me. Obviously, that's the main reason we wanted this war, is so it goes to me. It'll be pretty devastating if it doesn't go to me, but we can obviously go ahead and see here. It's been very good, though. It's been very good that we managed to get war. It did cost, like I said, about 500 to 700 influence. But I think if we manage to get this town, it's definitely worth it. What I'm thinking, though, is they did take, I think they took a town or something. Not a town, like a castle or something, I think. And they were trying to give it to me, even though my land's nowhere near there. So they look like they're very willing to give me land. Like, very willing. Like, I think if I give away a Legato, I might be able to get 2 more Strugian towns. Which obviously will be pretty helpful. Yeah, we're killing a lot of people with our bow here. We've got 11 kills. That's quite a lot here. I did actually forget, we did build quite a few siege engines. Well, not quite a few, but we built enough siege engines. We're going to get all the archers on this wall. It actually is it's definitely more incredible, the battles now, with a lot bigger sizes of battles, obviously. We've got 250 men on the battlefield. When in previous campaigns, if you haven't watched, in previous campaigns we would have like 150 versus like 80 on this battlefield. Which, obviously is a decent chunk less. It would actually be, I think it would be more like 120 versus like 80. I think about 200 men. We can obviously get on this wall here, and we should be able to crush them here. We've got 60 kills to their 5. Our Fiend champions have done beautiful work. The 27 Fiend champions have got 19 kills. We've only took 3 casualties here. Yeah, we've set up our archers as well. Oh, they're actually not Fiend champions, they're Britannian Fiends. They're actually retreating off this wall here. Doesn't matter, they're pushing us more back. Yeah, we should be able to take this wall quite nicely though here. With the amount of men that have been given to push this wall with, we should be able to take it. Yeah, we're absolutely crushing them here. Obviously, if we take this and it goes to me, that's beautiful. If it doesn't go to me, which I'm assuming it will, because like I said, they took a castle, I think it might have been Jasogos, I believe. I'm not too sure. We definitely took something. Whether it was a castle that we already owned, like that we took last episode, and then we retook, obviously while me replaying. Because I had to replay a decent chunk of last episode because of it crashing. I still kept the recording. I think most of it's fine. I'm pretty sure most of the recording's fine. I think like the last maybe 10 minutes of the recording got glitched with the cutout. But most of it's fine here, so it's obviously good. But I'm not too sure out of the, I think the last 10 minutes is a little bit glitchy. I'm not too sure though. I do know most of the episode is obviously okay, which is very, very good. Obviously I'm pretty happy with that. We are absolutely destroying them on these walls here. I managed to pick up 26 kills. Yeah, but like I said, I think we probably will get this. Hopefully we do. Considering they were willing to give me like a castle, I think it was Jasogos, but it might be something else. We'll obviously go ahead and check after this. I think the owner of Jalmeres is different. It's obviously not Valandian because we lost it. But I think, because obviously they have to retake it. Because my game crashed. Yeah, we're kind of clogged at the stairs here. But I think the owner of Jalmeres might be different. But besides that, there's not really too much that's different that I've seen. But I'm not too sure, obviously. This is going to be kind of a grindy part of the battle to kind of break through this section. They've got about, I'd probably say they've got about 50 men here. Maybe 20 archers somewhere else on the walls. Yeah, we are absolutely shredding them up. I think this is basically the victory here. We obviously did go ahead and siege them. I think we have about 800 men. I'm not too sure. We're absolutely just destroying them here, though. They've got 30 men left. We should just be able to crush them here. Yeah, we managed to come out of that with 0 losses and a third of the loot, which is very nice. We are very weak, and we're just going to charge everybody here. But that's actually very nice for us. We got 110 kills and took 0 losses with my party, which is obviously amazing. We didn't even take 1 wounded. They've got 2 men left retreating. Hopefully they're not glitched, because we might have to send troops against like 40 men if they're glitched. No, that looks like there's 1 guy left, and it looks like he is actually up here to fight. Yeah, he actually is up there fighting. Yeah, so that's the victory here. That's very nice. Yeah, like I said, we got about a third of the loot. We got 35% of the loot. We can also take the high tier prisoners. The prisoners that we're probably going to want to hire. We're going to actually hire him. I think we're going to keep them, actually. We're going to take all of the... Yeah. We can go ahead and upgrade. We did take a decent chunk of men out of my town here to take this, because I actually had like 140 men or something. And as you can see, we're 47 fiend champion and 32 spearmen. We've got a decent chunk of men now. We can also take the loot. There's no harm in it. We're not obviously going to put any men in the garrison at the second. But what we can do, obviously... I think we will sell some of the prisoners here. I don't think it's worth walking around with a bunch of prisoners. I think we can keep the 5 heavy spearmen. I think that's not going to be too bad. But I think obviously this is going very beautifully. I'm not sure whether we want to siege another town or what. I'm really not sure what we want to do now. Can they take all of that? Oh, we've got 75 grand worth of stuff in there. Well, we've actually got like 90 grand worth of stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of money in loot in this, in armor, obviously. We can go ahead and sell all that. We might actually want to buy some better shoulder pieces. No, that's way worse. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got anything better for sale here. Unless we want to buy this helmet. No, I think we're just going to keep the helmet we've got and not pay an insane amount of money for that. Well, it's not too insane. 70 grand isn't that bad, but it's just better not to spend it. We took Balgard. Obviously, we want to defend Ov. So we're just going to take the army and go defend Ov here. Ov hasn't been sieged yet. Hegety is still getting attacked. Did we take Jasorgos? Yes, we did. That was default then. Yeah, so I think we might get Balgard. I'm hoping we get Balgard, especially with owning Ov. Oh, we'll say we own Ov, but we're going to lose it looks like. Unless we make it there. So yes, it does. It's going to us. That's very, very nice. We can obviously take the town. I think we're going to keep the men. Actually, what we can do... The town's not going to get lost. Not the town, the castle. Yeah, we can go ahead and defend this. We can crush their army. I'm going to head back to the town, take most of the men out of the town. If they're not high tier, I'm going to donate them to my lords. But we're obviously going to go ahead and crush this army. This could be very, very beautiful here. If we manage to crush this army and then get some other stuff done, we can get some beautiful, beautiful stuff done. And also, I'm not too sure if you can hear the background noise. It's been very noisy today for me, so I couldn't really record for most of the day. But I've just managed to record now because it's gotten a bit quieter, so I do apologise if there's a little bit of background noise. But if you want me to post the video, then you're going to have to deal with it. But hopefully it's not too loud. And yeah, that's the best I can really hope for. We can obviously get the army set up here. If we get the army pushed forward, technically we're the defenders, which is good for us. How far away are we? We need to get into this position. We're going to get our 60 cavalry on that. We outnumber them a decent chunk. We outnumber them almost double. And if we can go ahead and wipe their missile cav ranks here, them losing 10 men in this position is terrible for them. Oh, and losing a lord. Yeah, they've lost at least a lord. Maybe we might be able to kill 4 lords, I think, here. Yeah, we just sweep their lords.
Cavalry! Move!
We're gonna fall back the cavalry, but that was a beautiful charge. We managed to take down 7 of them. Oh, they're actually re-engaging with their cavalry.
Horse archer charge!
Are we in position? Our archers and stuff are getting into position now. Which is lucky, because otherwise we'd be getting swamped by them currently. We're gonna shield wall them. Our infantry isn't really gonna get much support currently, because our archers are getting attacked. We do have more infantry than them, so we can just shield wall hold. Yeah, we are taking some losses, but it's expected. Our archers are getting set up here. Are they actually... They're charging around our infantry. I don't know if it's a new update or something, but it looks like they just don't care to fight infantry. They always charge the archers. Yeah, they're getting absolutely demolished here, though. They've got reinforcements. I think we're just going to hold position, honestly. I don't think it's worth trying to chase them back. I don't think it's worth trying to chase them back at all. We're going to get the cavalry on me. We're just kind of going to slap their cavalry back. Either kill them all or push them back. Yeah, we're definitely pushing their cavalry back. Yeah, we just need to kill this last lord. That lord definitely should be dead. Yeah, that's beautiful. We're getting charged by their cavalry, but it just looks like they're gonna die. Yeah, that's another one of their lords down. They've lost most of their lords at this point. We're gonna engage the cavalry. Not cavalry, missile cav. I don't think it's worth them sticking on me. Yeah, they're getting absolutely destroyed in this position. They've lost 160 men, we've lost 40. We're just going to hold the cavalry on that position. Yeah, they've got upcoming infantry lines. We outnumber them 2 to 1. We're going to advance our infantry. Just get them a little bit further away from the archers. I think the cavalry can just pick them off. Yeah, the infantry are advancing. The archers are just getting free shots, basically. Their infantry is just standing still. Half of them are fighting us. Well, like 10 of them are fighting us. The rest are just sitting back and watching them die. Yeah, that cavalry's gone. That's why we're starting to charge their front lines. So we're going to obviously fall back. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that much damage. We're going to get the cavalry on me. We're gonna back flank them. Try and sweep them from behind. It's not helpful that we crashed into a tree, though. Yeah, we're just gonna head-on charge them now. Because if we can head-on charge them, just absolutely smash them in the back while the infantry dealing with them. Yeah, that was a beautiful cavalry charge. Now they're pinned in 2 angles. We can go ahead and take down their missile cav now that we've got that sweeping charge. Yeah, if they lose this missile cav as well, then they're going to be in terrible shape. This battle's obviously going absolutely beautiful here. We're going to get a cavalry on me. Because if we charge that missile cav, we're going to go right through their infantry lines. If we can get another sweep on their back when they've got 60 men. We're also kind of getting double-edged blade here. Because we've got a little charge on their archers and missile cav. We're going to get them on me. We're just going to try and attack their archers. It looks like they're getting more reinforcements. But they're also getting crushed. An extreme amount. Yeah, if we can crash into the back of their formation now. They haven't got that many. But what they do have, we can kill. Yeah, it looks like we're just sweeping through them here. We managed to get 300 kills and they haven't even got 100. We're going to regroup the cavalry on that. Are they retreating? It looks like half their infantry is advanced. No, they're retreating. I think they're in full retreating.
After me!
We're gonna actually shield wall.
Horsemen! Follow me!
We're gonna get the missile craft just to do what they want. Yeah, it looks like they're in full retreating. Yeah, it looks like they're full retreating. Makes sense considering they've lost most of their force. Yeah, it's either that or they're regrouping. Which, one of them... Well, if they're full retreating, they're kind of just cooked. There's no way they're winning it if they retreat. Their only hope is to make a last stand. Yeah, we're just gonna cut down as many of them as we possibly can here. Because I'm not sure if it will go to another battle, but if we can just get a bunch of free kills, then that's obviously going to be great here. Yeah, the cavalry should just be able to clean up. They've got 80 men, but doesn't look like they're going to particularly put up much of a fight. Yeah, they're mainly just trying to retreat. They're not trying to fight. Yeah, we are kind of butchering their men. They've got 90 men that are retreated. They've got 74 still on the battle. I don't think it's worth ending the battle quite yet. We've got our infantry lines about to meet their men. The archer lines are probably getting closer. Yeah, the infantry is very close. The archers are very close. We're going to actually set up the archers right there. Just let the archers get some fire out. Yeah, we're picking up a lot of kills here. Yeah, we're just going to get them into charge here. They had 80 men that were going to retreat. Let's see how many of them make it out. Because even if we can pick up an extra 50 kills or something like that, if that goes into another battle, 50 kills for free basically. I haven't seen a single death. It's going to be pretty nice here. Yeah, they're down to the last 3 men. Yeah, we managed to wipe out 80 of their men retreating. 80 of their retreating men. I don't think it's worth it for one extra troop. But that might have sealed... Yeah, that won the battle for us here. I'm not too sure whether they would have surrendered either way. We're going to actually not take most of the prisoners. Because we do have some stuff to siege. What we're going to do is we're just going to take the best prisoners that we want to hire. I think we're just going to take those, then upgrade. We've got a very nice force though. We didn't lose that many men in the battle either. I'm not too sure how many men we do have, but we definitely didn't lose that many. Oh, we've got 36 heavy spearmen, which means we did lose a few in the battle, I think, which is sad. Oh, that's actually way better, and it's obviously looks a lot nicer. Well, it's not way better, but it's worth equipping. Yeah, you get an extra... Yeah, an extra 9 on arms, and losing 4 on body isn't too bad. There's nothing else really better. That's obviously a beautiful battle for us here, though. We've just crushed one of Strugian's armies. Yeah, the Sturges... Oh, they're all with Britannia here. Britannia might be able to get some land back. Sturges... honestly weaker than Britannia. Britannia's got 4 towns. Sturges got 3. Yeah, Jasorgos is getting sieged. Razil's rebelled. Ooh. The Khuzes are taking Hus Felipe. If they take Hus Felipe and then take Razil back, hopefully Razil doesn't fully rebel and then join the Azara, because that would basically be even out the thing. I think we want to siege Sabia. I think I'm going to quickly organize the men at, obviously, Balgard. Then we're going to organize at Sabia. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to regroup at Sabia. We do obviously probably want to deal with that attack though, but I think if we can catch these guys out, we're obviously going to fight it. No, we can't catch them out, so we're just going to make them run. Oh, they're actually attacking my villages. There's nothing I can really do about that. No, I can't make it in time. Oh, 10 prisoners. That could be good for donation. Is there anywhere I could donate it that's close by? No, it's way too far away. I think I'm just going to donate it to one of my lords for influence. We're gonna sort out the town. I don't think we have a companion for it. No, we don't. We need a companion for Balgard. We definitely need a companion for Balgard. So we're going to need to get some companions at some point, but first we're going to need to organize the town a little bit. I'm going to organize the town. I'll be back once we're... I think we're going to siege Sevilla. How many defenders does Sevilla have? They have 500 defenders. We have 700 men. We're going to need an extra like 300. That kind of does it perfectly. Yeah, that's a good enough force. That's about 400 men. Reinforcements. So we're going to organize my garrison. I'm going to organize the town. And I'm going to be back with Sevilla siege. Hopefully we siege Sevilla, we get it, and then we can get some more companions. How many companions do we have available? 4. Technically right now I could take, if they give it to me, I could take all of the land, get 4 Strugian companions, and have all of my towns with Strugian companions in. And have my towns fully sorted. Not sure if they'll give them all to me though. So I'll be back once we're ready to siege Sevilla, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. We're sieging Sevilla here. We're not ready to launch it all yet, but I just wanted to obviously go ahead and look at this. We're looking at the obviously perks we've got available here. Oh, that's actually going to save us a decent chunk of money here. Yeah, we just dropped off our wage by 400 here. We can obviously recruit 2 more cavalry. It does put us over the limit of men. Oh, yeah, exactly what I thought. They're sieging Balgard here, so we're going to have to quickly sort this siege out, and then we're going to have to crush them here. I assume that's what they were planning on doing. This is why we're kind of rushing the siege, but not too much. They're sieging Jalmary's. I'm not too sure if they're going to have the forces to really win Jalmary's siege. We're going to have to make sure we don't lose Balgard. If we lose Balgard, that's devastating. And basically just, there's no point in sieging this. If we take down that last catapult, that would be... It would be great if we could take down both those catapults. Get a battering ram up. How close are they to sieging Balgard? If they launch the assault on Balgard, we're kind of screwed for it. Let's see. Land here. They haven't launched the assault. We've got 190 men. We need to launch the assault on this as soon as possible. If they launch the assault on Balgard, we've lost it. I think I'm going to risk it for an extra 170 men. Yeah, there. We're going to have to launch the assault now unless we want to lose Balgard, which obviously we do not want to do. We're going to launch the assault. This should be a very effective battle, and we should just be able to crush them. I'm not too sure if we're going to get Sevilla. We might need to give away Legetta to get Sevilla. I'm not 100% sure. I think once we take this, we will give away... I was going to say we'll give away Legetta and Ov, but we might not actually want to give away Ov Castle. We definitely want to give away Sevilla, but we might not want to give away Ov until we've either got all the Strugian towns or we know if we're going to get any of the Strugian towns. Because once we give away Ov, it puts whoever gets it a lot closer to this kind of land, which obviously makes it so they're more likely to get the land. We have, obviously, 250 men here on the battlefield, which is pretty good. We're going to get the archers set up like that. We've got 11 fiend champions on the battlefield. Hopefully, not many of them go down. We do need them for garrisons here. But once we get this town, it's going to be a lot better, because obviously the more towns we have, the more money we're going to make. We are going to be paying for garrisons, but we've got like 260 men anyway, so we can just split 260 men over the more garrisons, and then it's going to end up working out a lot cheaper. Yeah, we're already picking up almost 30 kills before we even get on the wall here. Yeah, we got 30 kills before anybody even stepped on their wall. Yeah, we have only got 2 men to hold this wall if they try and push back, and they realise, well, actually, we've got the numbers. But if we can take down as many of them as possible... Yeah, we need to obviously hold this. Yeah, we've got like 8 men on the walls. So if we can just hold this wall...
Footmen! Sergeants in charge! Attack!
We're just going to charge them. We're going to figure out what unit is for the ladders.
Sergeants in charge!
It looks like that unit is for the ladders. Once the gate's open, once the gate's wide open, this is basically just a victory. Ooh, it does look like they're pushing this wall with a big formation now. Yeah, this is very dangerous. We've only got like 10 men to hold them off. Oh, they're actually scared. Because obviously if they lose this formation, they lose a lot of the gate defense. But at the same time, we're on their walls. We're just slowly getting more and more men on the walls. They can't really let us do this, but we've also got the gate open. I do apologise for the background noise, but there's nothing I can do. But we are hopefully going to be able to crush them. Yeah, if we can absolutely just destroy them here, that would be beautiful. Yeah, they've got not the best men defending. It looks like they've got like tier 2s, tier 3s and militia. A few tier 4s. Oh, I'm actually getting surrounded here. If we can just open the gate at least. Yeah, we didn't charge through the gate, which is a bit stupid. We're still going up the ladder. It does look like we're starting to break the gate here. It is very, very laggy. But the gate being busted is very good. We're going to slow it down and we're just going to give Manblade a second to just catch up. Yeah, it is very, very laggy. I don't know, half the battles are laggy when I click send troops. Not send troops, but like fast forward. Other battles are fine. It seems to be sieges that get very laggy. Yeah, but that's basically the victory here. They've got 2 men left. Yeah, so they've obviously retreated to keep, but we're going to have to... I don't ever fight the keep battles anyway. I just think they're boring. Oh, I'm definitely not sending that. That will 100% be all my men. We're going to send a bunch of Valandian sergeants. Some missile cav. I think sending some weaker men's probably better. Yeah, they lost 7 men in total. We can go ahead and take him. Hopefully he joins us. We do need to head to our town as soon as we possibly can here. I'm going to not bother doing anything, and I'll be back once we're defending Belgrade, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. As you can see, there was a vote basically instantly, but what we're going to do actually is we're going to donate some prisoners here. That's going to give us 37 influence plus max relation with the king. Oh, they're trying not to give it to me. But it is just going to go to me. Yeah, we could do with Vartin getting a fief then, because it doesn't look like we're going to get another town if Vartin doesn't get a fief. So we might have to give away Lagar. We do need to boost cohesion in the army. I'll be back once we're defending our town, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. As you can see, we've managed to catch up to them. They just launched the assault as we obviously met them at our walls. So we're not obviously just crush them here. We've got 1,000 men. They've got 500. We should just be able to absolutely destroy them here. That's what they get for trying to take my town, though. Yeah, we've got grasp of a massive army. We are also a defender as well. We've got 300 men under my command. We can definitely do a lot with 300 men, especially with the amount of archers we've got. It does look like we might lose a few of my garrison, which is unfortunate, but it's better us losing a few garrison members than losing the town. We're going to actually just sit the mounted archers at the side there. I'm actually going to hunt those 2 missile cav down because I've realised the 2 missile cav is actually going to be the Strugian lords, obviously. Losing 2 lords is going to be bad for their morale, which is going to be great for ours. Ooh, he's basically done for here. We can go ahead and just shoot him. Ooh, one of the cavalry just actually blocked. I should probably watch what's trying to charge me instead of just trying to bowl one of the lords. Because their full cavalry rank started charging me. We're going to get our cavalry charging theirs. I'm still trying to take out their lords, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to be commanding the battle a bit more. We're going to shield wall. We're going to give our archers a little bit more view. Yeah, we just have you to absolutely rain down arrows on them. They don't have many archers either. We've got a solid shield wall formation. This should be a crushing defeat for them. This should be a definite crushing defeat for them, especially considering we're technically defenders. It's going to be even worse for them. Oh, I just took down one of their lords, which is pretty good. Yeah, we're managing to pick up a lot of kills. A lot more kills than they're picking up. This shield wall formation is going beautifully here with the archer support. We do obviously just outnumber them so drastically that I didn't think they'd be getting that many kills. Oh, we might want to actually peel the cavalry back. The cavalry's in a bad position currently. They're just kind of fighting infantry, which obviously isn't great. We prefer to just pull them back. I don't know why they're going into formation instead of just charging the shield wall. It would be better if they just charged the shield wall than making a formation next to it. Because they're getting some men just wide out in the open getting shot, and then they've got half the men fighting my shield wall. Yeah, they're on a retreat now, which is just gonna... Oh, they're actually not retreating. I don't know what was the point in that then, because they just got their infantry decently damaged. 2 archers. And now we're just still cutting through them. Yeah, we're absolutely just demolishing them here. Yeah, this is going beautifully here. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and just hold out, basically. Oh, we sadly did miss that. Yeah, their forces are just getting absolutely crushed. They've lost 130 and we've lost 24. We have got some heavy spearmen, obviously, on the front lines, risk of death. Obviously, that we want to be defending our town, but they've lost a big chunk of their force. If they're sieging a town with 120 men in, or something like that, they can't lose 120 men on a battlefield like this. Yeah, this is going very beautifully. They're not even charging our shield wall with all of their infantry. They're charging it with like half and letting the other half just get cut down by me and the archers. I think we can honestly just charge. Oh, as I charge, they get reinforcements. I think it's still worth charging. We're going to get the archers moving forward. It might be because they're advancing that they have their swords out. I was thinking, why do the crossbowmen have swords out? Did I hold fire or something? We're going to peel back the cavalry again. It did its job of kind of crushing the remaining infantry line. Now we're going to advance there. We're going to advance the archers there. Yeah, I think we're just going to sit the archers there. We're going to move the cavalry over there. We can just hold position. They've lost 235 men, and we've lost 34. Plus, they're down to their last little bit of men. We can get the cavalry behind them, sweep them from behind. We've got a bigger shield wall than they do. We're going to get the cavalry to charge in a minute here. We just need them in position.
Wheel to enemy!
Yeah, they're ready to charge.
Charge!
We're just going to charge right in their position.
Charge!
And hopefully we should just be able to sweep all of their men. This has been an absolute amazing battle though. Obviously we did outnumber them 2-1. We had a lot stronger of a force. Like they're running around with tier 2s and tier 3s, trying to take down a sheer wall of very elite men. Getting backed with good cavalry and beautiful archers. I think this was a beautiful position battle. They're down to their last. Oh, they actually got reinforcements again.
Horsemen, forward!
We're going to fall the cavalry back.
Infantry, move!
We're actually not in a good position here, because we're not getting any archer support. We need to fall back a little bit. I thought that was the end of them, but no, they've got, I think, another wave or two of reinforcements. So if we just let the archers just pick them off here, because some of them don't have shields, so we can just pick those ones off.
Horsemen, move!
We're just going to get the...
Kill them all!
I think they're in full... No, they're not in full retreat.
Forward!
I thought they were in full retreat, but they're not. They're just... They're gathering up with the, I think, last wave of reinforcements here. Their last 150 men. No, they are in full retreat.
Move to it! Horsemen!
They're in full retreat here, which we should just be able to crush the remainder of them. I'm pretty sure they're in full retreat, but I'm on the front lines anyway, so if they're not in full retreat, we can just peel back. Yeah, we're absolutely just crushing them. This was absolutely devastating for the Strugians. Obviously, the Strugians are in a very weak place, with most of their towns being taken. I think we're going to actually just let the battle go there. Yeah, they still give up.
I yield.
Unless there's one or two lords escape. One or two lords definitely might have escaped. That might be why some of them surrendered, because we captured some of them and then the rest escaped, maybe. We've got 62 upgrades here, which is getting us a lot more elite men. We could definitely do with organising some towns, but we could also do with taking some towns. And obviously taking towns is more important than organising some. Yeah, we take all that loot. No, none of the lords escaped. We managed to capture them all. We can head to my town, we can reinforce it with whatever men they need. They're sieging Jalmares. I think they might win Jalmares. Jalmares has got 110, they've got 280. They should be able to win Jalmares. We've got another 4 prisoners we can take here. We can obviously go ahead and just sell all of that. All we need to do is take, like... I'd probably say just that, honestly. We can sell the rest. Ooh, that's actually perfect. We can max out this garrison now. Battleguard's now got a maxed out garrison. So's Ormor and Revel. So Varjeg we need to organise. We also need to organise Sabia. Varjeg and Sabia we need to sort out. Ooh, Carbenzeth's getting besieged by who? Oh yeah, it rebelled off the north, makes sense. Hus Felipe got taken off the Azari here. If they manage to take Raziel back and Raziel doesn't join the Azari are going in a bad position. They're definitely going in a bad position. They're probably going to win Jalmares. I'm hoping Jalmares goes to that clan that doesn't have any land. Well, not doesn't have any clan, but has 1 castle, which is the reason why we almost didn't get Sabia. Is he on the board? Vartin. We wanted to go to Vartin, obviously. Oh, it's just quite not going to Vartin. It's going to go to Ungatherer, which is good. But Vartin needs a piece of land for us to get more Strugian land. I think we're going to risk it. What we're going to do here is we're going to give away our town. We're going to give away Legetta, even though it's making us a lot of money. Vartin's not even on the board, which isn't good. That's not good at all. We've given away Legetta, at least it goes to Osbire, which now means we have a town less than what we had a second ago. Which also means we're losing a decent chunk more money. We need to get Varnapol. That is 2 more towns into the kingdom, though. We need to take some more castles and give them to him. Why is he getting anything near here? He really shouldn't be. Britannians are sieging the castle. Where's his land? Haunting Guard. He only owns Haunting Guard. We could do with Sevik sieging something for him to take over him taking Varnapol of us. Because we want Varnapol, obviously. We don't want it going to him, we want it going to me. Yeah, we can go ahead and recruit up here. We're going to organize my town. I think. We're going to give them a little bit more time to siege something. We might actually... What we're going to do... We're going to actually disband both of the armies. Hope they create a bigger army. And I'm going to wait a little bit before sieging Varnapol. We're going to hope that they siege something. I'm going to organize all the men in this town, though. I'll be back once I've fully got this organized, so I'll see you then. So we're back, as you can see, and we're going to just launch the Assault on Varnapol here. Really going to hope that we can get it. I'm not too sure if we can. We can obviously go ahead and see, though. We should be able to. I need to do a lot of work, though, because obviously I think the more work I put in, the more likely they are to think, well, I've done most of the work, so give it to him. We do need to get our men out of that capital's range. As we can see, we just lost 3 troops straight off rip there. Where the ladders look like they're there, which isn't great. Well, it's not terrible either, because it's not in range, I don't think. If it is in range, that's terrible. If it's not in range, that's perfect. Oh, we're probably going to take another, like, 10 losses or something like that from that shot. Yeah, we're going to take some losses on the way up. But once we actually get to the walls, I think it's going to be easier. Yeah, we are outnumbered. We are outnumbered slightly. We're outnumbered slightly. We're outnumbered by about 50 men. I might be able to make a little bit of a difference, though. Also does look like they've got... How many militia do they have? Militia. They've got 80 militia. So basically their advantage of numbers is evened out with the militia ranks. Because the militia really, if we're thinking about it, what are the militia going to do? Why are they going up that way? We want them charging up these ladders. Why are the 54 running over that way as well? I don't know why half the men are disobeying orders. They should be following direct orders and just listening. The more kills we can get with a bow right here, the better. We can also lift this ladder if this crossbowman gets out of the way, because it doesn't look like they're going to lift the ladder. We are gaining about equal kills, but equal we can't really do currently. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. That was a kill and getting the ladder staying up. Yeah, we're breaking about even in kills, which, if we do against the full course of the battle, we will win. But it's the fact of we need to break through up here. I'm going to break through now. Also, if I go down, I don't think it's going to stick that way. Ooh. It's kind of a bit too late to get down now. They've got a lot of infantry on this wall. It does look like weak infantry, it's not like Strugian heavy spearmen. If it was Strugian heavy spearmen, we'd be screwed. We would definitely lose this battle if it was heavy spearmen. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully crush them in this episode. Like, really, really crush them in this episode. Obviously, we already have. And obviously the episode is coming to a close, but them losing 3 towns in one episode and me hopefully gaining the 3 towns would be huge. We've obviously given away Legetta already, which might help our case with winning this town. I'm not too sure. If we win this without having to put any influence in, I think we might be able to take Tylau. Not this episode. I think we're going to end up this episode not long after the vote. Oh, they are pushing us back, but we've got enough men on the walls that we can stop them. How many kills have we got? We've got 94 and they haven't got a wave of reinforcements yet, but neither have we. We lost about the same amount of men and about the same amount of strength. But the difference is we can continue getting even amounts of kills and winning. It's actually because of me that we've got double the kills on them. But at the same time, our men are more powerful. We'll just continue to swing here. We should be able to take this down. We might be able to get a breakthrough. No, it looks like they're actually breaking through our lines a little bit. Oh, I think they're flanking us. Yeah, they've just got reinforcements, which is a problem, because it means that they actually might be able to take the wall back. Oh, I guess if it's mainly militia, they might not be able to. We are steadily getting more men up the wall here. We are out of men, though, to get up the wall. We're completely out of men to get up this wall. Yeah, we're completely... We've got archers, but I don't think it's worth charging the archers up the wall. That's just going to result in casualties, which we do not want, obviously. If I can push through... If I can take on this... Oh, the archers are actually supporting him. If I can just chop away at the back of them. If we can get this open to just charging through, we can start flooding through their lines. We can start flanking them. Even if I go down and opening up this flank will result in a lot of casualties for them. Yeah, that's beautiful here. I think we will go down in a second here, unless we can quickly deal with these two archers. Oh, we dealt with them quite quickly. I might be able to climb up the wall, lob a rock down at them. I'm not sure how effective it will be. It might only get a kill or two. Oh, it looks like we broke through ourselves. Yeah, it looks like we've managed to break through their lines. Yeah, we definitely broke through their lines. They've lost 200 men compared to our 100. This was a very hard-fought battle. But now that we're actually on the walls, I think this is lost for them. They have got like 800 men in total, I think. Not 800, maybe 600. 600 seems about right, so they will get more reinforcements. Yeah, they're getting way more reinforcements. They've got another 200 men to take the wall back. But we've got about 70 men in the walls, 80 men. 80 men against 200, I think, for us might win. Oh, they also are charging with archers. Oh, that's a lord. Yeah, taking down a lord is very nice. I did go down, but we're in the walls with a lot of men. We've got reinforcements, actually. We might not... No, we're not on the walls with all the men. We've got reinforcements. We need to get on the walls with them. It's obviously going to be decently... Like, I think it might just be sieges, honestly. It might be sieges, because I haven't seen it lag much for other games. Not other games, other battles. Besides sieges. It might be sieges and a little bit of other stuff. I'm going to try and figure out how to sort it, because I can't lower the amount of men we have. I can't lower the amount of men we have on the battle. Ooh, we are coming out of this with a victory. We've got 500 kills to there. Not even 200. It looks like we're cleaning up the rest of them here. We might get 200 just before we win. 200 deaths, but it is definitely a victory here. We've got at least 40 men in their walls. They're on full retreat now. This is beautiful. Yeah, they've got... The rest of the men are retreating. We wiped out 600 to their 200. We've got a very, very powerful and elite army conquering these towns. The one thing we have to happen is we have to win this. But is it like 2 men glitching the gate or something? They've got 50 men retreated. Let's see. Is it like 2 men? I'm going to leave it running while we look. Because they could be retreating to keep, and it might just be a victory. Why are they not pathfinding? He's out in the... They're both out in the open. They're literally, like, right there. Well, apparently they can't find 2 men, so we're going to have to deal with maybe 50 to 150 men. 52. Okay, it's at least it's only 50, so we'll only lose a little bit of men. Yeah, we lost 2 troops. That really wasn't bad. We can take, obviously, just those prisoners. I don't think I want to take the others. Actually, we'll take the bowmen. Actually, we won't take the bowmen. We'll upgrade, obviously, and we gotta hope this goes to me, so I'll be back once there's a vote, so I'll see you then. Right, so we're back, as you can see, and is it gonna go to us? It actually is. They're gonna give us... They're actually crazy. They're gonna give us Vanpol as well. Which we can gain a little bit of relation with Vartin. They're gonna give us Varnapol as well. Which now means we own most of the Strugian kingdom. Obviously, that's where we're going to end up this episode. I'm going to organise my towns in between episodes. But next episode, we might be able to see if we can get everything and take Tylel. Obviously, that would destroy Sturgia. Sturgia will be down to 5 castles. Britannia's gained Kragnar, and obviously John Mary's... I think it's just lost, honestly, at this point. I think it's definitely lost. We've gained a massive amount of land. Obviously, the rest of the kingdom has gained quite a lot of castles, but we've gained a massive amount of towns. We need to obviously dominate here. Azarai are at war with the south. We'll be back, obviously, in the next episode. I'm going to organise my towns. I'm just going to disband this army. We're going to organise our towns, see what we can do. We might even... I'm going to either risk sieging Tylel and... see if they give it to us, considering how generous they've been, or we can wait until we rebel and take Tylel, guaranteeing the fief to us. But obviously, if we own 7 towns, that's going to be amazing. Obviously, we do own 7 fiefs currently, one of them being a castle, but we're going to organise all of the land, we're going to sort out our men, and obviously, we'll be back in the next episode when we're doing something. But I'm going to organise all my towns, sort out the garrison, to get everything just sorted, and I'll be back in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more. I will also be getting Sturgian companions in between episodes to garrison the town, not garrison, but man the towns. So peace, and thanks for watching, because I really do appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Peace.